I'm at the Clarendon Gallery in London's Mayfair, where the crowds are gathering to see the Christian Hook. And the excitement's mounting as we wait to see his latest work.
Christian Hook.
In 2014, Christian Hook impressed the judges of Sky Art's Portrait Artist of the Year with his bold and distinctive style.
So it just came together at the perfect time.
Literally struck gold.
Yeah.
He went on to paint the actor Alan Cumming for the Scottish National Portrait Gallery.
I'm overwhelmed by how much I love it.
In this programme, Christian will be painting one of Britain's best-loved actors, Sue Johnston.
Oh, wow.
Over the course of 3 meetings, Christian must form a bond with this outstanding actor.
It's so powerful.
To capture her essence on canvas, he must gain her trust.
I like that person that you've painted.
She spent a lifetime portraying different characters, but can Christian uncover the real Sue Johnston? Okay, Christian?
Yeah.
Christian is preparing to embark on his next artistic journey, painting a portrait of one of Britain's best-loved and accomplished actors.
I'm always nervous when I meet a sitter for the first time. Sue Johnston is a national treasure, and I just hope that I can do her justice with the work that I do.
Christian has travelled to Cheshire to meet Sue, who has lived in the northwest for most of her life. She's invited him to her home for the first sitting.
No one's ever asked to paint my portrait before, and I don't really know why I've decided that I'd like to have it done, because I hate looking at myself on camera. But I think it's the sort of thing that you start doing when you're old. I've decided that everything I haven't done, I should do before it's too late, so it's a bit of an adventure.
Everybody's different, and I like to investigate things in layers, just like in my painting. The more you get to know them, the more they reveal themselves. So I'm just looking forward to finding out more about her, and hope that I can do something really interesting.
Hello, Sue.
Christian, how are you?
Pleasure to meet
Nice to meet you too. Come in, please.
Thank you.
Can I get you a tea or a coffee?
Coffee, please.
Okay.
So, first of all, thank you very much, Sue, for inviting me to do a portrait of you.
And thank you for wanting to paint it. I'm very flattered. I loved what you did with Alan Cumming, and particularly I loved it when you had him stripped to the waist. You won't do that with me, though, will you?
It's up to you. I try and do something completely new with each sitter. So hopefully I'll do something completely different.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll get something special in the end, which is the
I hope so, yeah.
important thing.
Let's hope so.
Okay.
Okay. Right, with that I'll plunge.
Christian has planned 3 sittings in which he will produce 3 painted sketches of Sue. These work as research for the final portrait.
First of all, I've just done a really, really fast, quick line drawing on top of this background that I've prepared, and I'm just going to start, making a mess as I usually do, whilst I ask you a few questions.
Okay.
But Christian wants to capture more than just Sue's likeness. He also wants to reveal something of her inner self. To do that, he needs to get to know her.
So, Sue, what was your childhood like?
I had a lovely childhood. It seemed like the sun always shone. We weren't very well off, but I look back on my childhood with great pleasure and thankfulness for the security and the love.
Born in 1943, Sue grew up in a small town near Liverpool. Her father was a plumber and her mother a factory worker.
Tell me a little bit about how you started acting.
Well, I think the very first acting I did was at school, the school play, and I was the witch in the tinderbox. I think I was 15, I just had this feeling on the stage that I just knew that's what I wanted to do. I was full of excitement, and this whole new world of possibilities opening up.
So how did your parents take it when you told them that you wanted to be an actress?
Not very well, Christian. It was probably the first time, really, that I fell out with them. My dad was disappointed that I left school in the sixth form and didn't go on to university. I think he thought there was something rather sordid about it in a way, and it was sort of actors. You want to be an actor. I think he thought I was going to London to be a prostitute, you know. And I can look back now and see it was his fear. Once he'd accepted that I would be an actress, he still always said, when are you going to get a proper job? And I think he was very disappointed that I never went to the Royal Shakespeare Company. I think that would have... My mother wanted Coronation Street, my dad wanted the Royal Shakespeare. And that says everything about the two of them.
Yeah.
It does. It says everything about them.
For years, Sue worked as a stage actor. Then in 1982, she landed a role in television that would change her life forever. She won the part of Sheila Grant in Channel 4's brand new soap, Brookside.
I can remember the first time I met Sue. It was when we would audition, or when I was auditioning for Brookside, you know. And she was sort of a real actress, and I was this building worker who sort of bluffed me way into the acting game, you know.
For God's sake, how can you think something like that? After what happened to me, how can you think it?
I don't think anything of that sort. I just can't understand why you want to go out like that.
Sometimes we'd have row scenes, I mean, and we'd let it go. I mean, you know, you couldn't hold back, and she didn't expect you to hold back. You know, scream and shout, but it was the real McCoy, because you can't fake it.
I need to prove to myself that I can just go out for once on my own and feel nice. Just feel nice!
She had range, you could tell, you know. Words can be rungs up an emotional ladder, you know. You sit there and talk to me like that, me who's done everything for you, how dare you? Climbing that emotional ladder, you know. And when you get it right, there's a magic happens, and the actor or the actress recognises each rung and hits the emotional peak at just that time. With Sue, you got that. Sue and Ricky especially, you got that.
The strength of Brookside was the writers. They wrote about AIDS, marital rape. They challenged the Catholic Church, so it was bound to be controversial. It grabbed headlines almost from day one. At one time, we were getting more than 8 million viewers an episode.
Brookside propelled Sue to national fame, making her one of the most recognisable faces on British television.
It was very exciting. We had great writers on it. When an actor gets a script and it's been written really well, you hardly have to work. It just comes off the page. And it's such a gift.
But the success of Brookside didn't stop Sue from getting itchy feet. Eventually, after 8 years of playing Sheila Grant, she left.
I knew I was putting myself at risk. I was taking myself out of a very comfortable existence as an actor. But I knew I couldn't do it anymore. And it wasn't because of the people or the work. I just couldn't do it forever. Continual. Day to day, I had to come out. Because I think the excitement is not knowing what the next thing is.
Christian is halfway through the first of 3 sittings. Over the next 3 days, he will need to capture the essence of his sitter if he's to produce a portrait worthy of this national treasure. Artist Christian Hook is over halfway through his first sitting with the actor Sue Johnston. In his final portrait, he hopes to reflect Sue's life, so he wants to know about all the things that matter to her.
I know you've done like many soaps. You're in Downton Abbey now, and you've been in many of the most popular ones. For you, what is your favourite one?
Well, I think the one that made me happiest was The Royal Family, because we had such a great time doing it. It was just the happiest job you could wish to have, because we just all sat on the sofa and laughed. I love the character, I love the scripts, I love the people in it, and the people have stayed my dearest friends. It was just a job from heaven, really.
So, other than acting and theatre, yeah? What other hobbies? Do you have any other passions?
Well, my biggest passion is Liverpool Football Club, and that was a passion from my dad. Then I took my son as soon as he was old enough, and I can't wait to take my grandson and indoctrinate him. That's
a proper fan.
A proper fan. I'm a season ticket holder. I am a proper fan, and I just love it. Oh my goodness, are you going to turn it round in a minute?
Nearly.
Nearly. How do you feel now at this minute, Christian?
I think it's okay. I think it's just like a study, but I think I'm beginning to like it.
You're beginning to like it. It's wonderful watching you from this side and watching you work. It's fantastic. And I'm just wondering, there's that little panel. I'm just wondering what's going on that little panel.
After just a couple of hours, Christian's putting the final touches to his study of Sue. This will be the first time she's ever seen a painting of herself.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop this one now. So this is like my first sketch of you. So yeah, I'll just turn it around so you can see it.
Oh wow. Oh wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you. It's just a sketch
though. Oh my goodness, how could you do that?
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
You're clever, boy. Thank you so much. I'm amazed. It was a very lovely experience because he's such a lovely man, Christian. Actually, I forgot that he was painting most of the time. Well, I can look at that without any embarrassment. Because I like that person that you've painted. Is that an odd thing to say? That painting is how I feel inside, which I think is remarkable. Well done, Christian. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you like it, but I'm sure they'll get better as we go along.
Well, I don't know where it can go after this. It's extraordinary that we're only a third the way through. He's off, isn't he, in his head? He's planning.
I think it went really well with Sue. She's a great sitter. She was really easy to talk to. My first sketch, I'm not entirely happy with it, as I never am, but I got to know her a little bit more. But I think I need to dig deeper and find out more about her in the next sitting.
In preparation for their next meeting, Christian wants to research another facet of Sue's character. He's retraced her steps back to Liverpool, home to some of the most defining moments of her life. He wants to discover more about Sue Johnston, the campaigner and activist.
Throughout the year, Sue has been involved in many political campaigns. She finds the need to help people who are downtrodden and unfairly treated in any way.
As an actor and as a human being, you're no good without humanity. You just see a person full of humanity and you know that's a good person, and then you're not surprised about the politics, because you could not look at Sue and think right-wing reactionary, could you? You just couldn't do that, you know.
Alongside her career, Sue has dedicated much of her time to campaigning for causes close to her heart. In the 1980s, she lent her support to the striking miners.
The miners' dispute. I mean, she was amazing during that strike, during the miners. She was tremendous. Absolutely tremendous, you know. Me and Sue used to go round and visit the sites and stand on the picket line. And don't forget, it was bitter cold. Bitter, bitter cold. It was at night time as well, when it was freezing. She was there, no problem. And I'm glad to say I think she's still as active as she was, but in different ways.
In today's sitting, Christian wants to reflect this campaigning side of Sue. He's meeting her at a place that holds huge significance for her, Liverpool Football Club.
Welcome to you.
Lovely to see you. Welcome to my other home. It's where I love to come. I spent a lot of my life here. But now I want to show you a little part of it that means an awful lot to me, that's very special to the club as well.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay.
Let's go and have a look.
Let's go.
The lives of Liverpool football fans and the whole city changed forever on April the 15th, 1989, when 96 people were killed in a crush on the terraces at Hillsborough Football Stadium.
So this is what I want to show you. This is the memorial to the people who died at Hillsborough. 96 people went to a football match and didn't come home. These are the people, and you can see...
How terribly sad.
Yeah.
10 years old.
Yes.
15, 14...
2 sisters, 19 and 15. I should have been there that day. I had my tickets, but I couldn't go. My cousin was there. Everybody knows somebody who was there.
A series of failures by the authorities on the day compounded the family's grief. A quarter of a century later, the fight for justice is still ongoing, and Sue has been a loyal supporter of that campaign.
It's been very hard to bear for all the families because they've never had justice. They've fought and fought with the support, great support I have to say, from the fans and the club. There's a lady I've met who's been fundamental in moving this whole campaign on. Her son is down there, James Gary Aspinall, 18 years. She's a wonderful lady and has become a friend, and I'd love you to come and meet her.
Great.
Okay, come on then.
The Hillsborough Family Support Group leads the fight for justice. It's chaired by Margaret Aspinall, the driving force behind the campaign.
Nice to see you again, Sue.
And
oh,
you.
lovely to see you again.
This is my friend, Christian. This is
Hello,
Margaret,
Christian.
another
Nice to
friend.
meet you. Sue and I have known each other for quite a few years now. You know, I remember when we first asked Sue would she come and do a reading at the memorial service. No hesitation. We've been friends ever since. So.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, mutual love.
The next sitting will take place here in Margaret's office, the heart of the campaign. It's a place charged with emotion. Christian plans to channel these feelings into his next painting by using the words of Liverpool's most famous song.
The anthem for Liverpool is "You'll Never Walk Alone." What does it mean to you personally?
I don't know how to put it into words, because this is a Liverpool supporter. It's a song you sing before the game. It's the song I had at my dad's funeral. And since Hillsborough, it's become such a symbol of what we all feel about the 96 people who died. We've embraced that song, has come to embrace those people, and it belongs to them now. So when we sing it, it's an anthem. And it's an anthem of prayer, in a way, for them.
Through a storm.
Today, Christian wants to create a piece of art based on the song, but with his own twist.
And the sweet
Using the outline of Sue's face as a guide, Christian uses her footprints to shape his picture. In this painting, he's hoping to capture the sense of camaraderie the lyrics evoke.
Great. Yeah. The song represents people fighting together, people fighting for justice, not walking alone, solidarity between friends and the people working towards something together. That's part two. Now I have to turn that into your face.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I will do.
You will do?
Yeah, I will do. I'll try anyway.
Over the next 3 hours, Christian will need all his skill as an artist to achieve a likeness of Sue from such an unconventional beginning.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. I can see the feet.
Yeah, I've tried to leave as many other footprints as possible, so...
I love it. I think it's wonderful.
Thank you very much.
I do. Well done. You're just a genius. Aren't you?
Thank you.
You're not going back to it. Margaret, come and have a look.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh, brilliant.
Isn't it beautiful? Look at the feet.
Oh my God, look at that.
I think it's been relatively successful. She seems to like it, you know, she recognizes herself, and the idea of it I really like, you know, the message behind the painting, and I know it's just a study, but you know, it does incorporate like a lot of the things she's been talking about.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't.
Sloshing on a bit of paint.
I just don't know.
It's just a genius.
Oh,
it's just
amazing.
Spending the afternoon with Margaret and Sue and hearing of the Hillsborough family's struggle for the truth has spurred Christian to make a gesture of his own.
I had one more thing to tell you. That, I've been to the Hillsborough Memorial, and I was quite touched by that. So I'm going to do a painting of Liverpool and auction it for this family support group here.
Oh, thank you. Oh, how lovely. Oh, how lovely.
So anyway.
I'm very privileged, to be honest with you. Absolutely amazing. And to offer to donate a picture after seeing the memorial at Anfield today, it tells me a great deal about the guy and how kind, and I think the families will be absolutely delighted when I tell them.
Walking to that memorial and seeing those, you know, 10 years old, 15 years old, like when I saw the plaque, I've heard of it, but when you see it in real life, like and the ages right beside of each person, it's quite shocking. I was quite moved by it. So many people have given their support, and I just felt like giving my support as well. So I thought that donating a painting might help them a bit.
I don't know. It sort of left me going, wow. It's just so powerful what he's done. I can see the lyrics, yes, I can see the whole thing. I love him.
Christian has doubled his workload by taking on this extra painting, so he starts work immediately gathering ideas. Capturing the vitality of a city is a challenge familiar to him. His London cityscapes are sought after, fetching tens of thousands of pounds.
The interesting thing for me about doing a cityscape is time, and I always try and paint a specific amount of time in the life of something. So instead of painting a building, I paint an hour in the life of the building. But for that hour, I try and condense the whole hour into one canvas. Another thing that I find interesting is the energy in the city. Like in any cityscape, anywhere, like when there's people bustling, cars, bicycles, you know, things happening, there are energy flows. And there's like loads of directional energy in a cityscape. I try and transfer that into the painting, and hopefully that will continue to the viewer.
The cityscape will need to be finished in time for the big unveiling. But for now, Christian turns his attention back to his portrait. He's come to Bolton for his final sitting with Sue, who has invited him to meet her backstage at the Octagon Theatre, where she honed her acting skills.
So tell me, what are we doing here?
Well, it's back to a theatre that I've worked in a lot, and so it has lots of memories for me. It's also a theatre I almost feel of my local theatre, because I come here such a lot.
I'd like to draw you here in character, so I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of acting, if you don't mind. I just want to see
I'll
it.
have to read it though, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. It's just to see how you, like, you know, how you do it. And
if there's
I've known
change.
you for a little while as you, and
yes.
I want to, like, now see you as
somebody
else.
Okay. This is a little old lady who's come into the pub, and she's having a little drink. She's got a drink here, and she sips. Here I am at the end of my day, taking my reward from the glass. He's at home. He can't come out. He's too crippled, dear. I've retired, but not really. Lifting his shitty bum off the blankets. He's having all the last bit of my life.
For an artist such as Christian, Sue's ability to slip in and out of character, which seems to come so easily, makes her a fascinating subject.
I love big men. Big, quiet, strong men. That's all I want. I love to tend them. And you can really dig deep into them, can't you? And there's so much. Gargantuan men. And she goes on.
That's brilliant. Marvelous. I find it fascinating how changing your clothing helps you to get into the character.
Yeah, a little, but the costume comes later, really, when you're playing anything. It sort of helps in a way to finish it off, but really, you have to have the character inside and believe you are that person. And if you believe it, then you'll believe it.
Inspired, Christian begins his final sitting.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to tilt your head a little and look a bit more that way. Yeah, that's perfect.
In this drawing, he plans to produce 3 studies of Sue, each one capturing the subtle differences between the characters she portrays.
It was quite unbelievable to see someone like just change, sort of all of a sudden into, you know, another personality. She just changed everything, like, you know, her face, her body language, her voice, everything. You know, actors and actresses, good ones anyway, I guess, really believe that they are that person, and it's just fascinating to watch.
Sue's innate ability to inhabit her characters so completely has kept her audiences captivated over the years and won her much praise from the critics.
I don't usually carry all my cuttings.
Yeah.
These are a small few that I found after my mother died. My mother, who had taken no interest in my career at all, she'd always say, when you're going to get a proper job. She was very sour about it all, and you know, people would say, aren't you proud of your daughter? She said, don't say anything to her, I don't want her to get big-headed. It was so negative, her attitude towards what I did. And also this fame thing that came with it. She found that very difficult. So I thought my career had given her no pleasure whatsoever. And when she died, I was clearing the house and found these boxes with these in. Boxes and boxes of clippings and magazines that I was in. And she'd made scrapbooks as well, and that she was squirreling all this away, proud of me as she could be.
So
and she could never show. Yes, my life was in a box in my mother's wardrobe. Wow. And I found it very sad, actually, as well, that she'd taken an interest, but she hadn't been able to share it. Very sad. And that I couldn't ask her anymore. Why did you do that? I wish she could have told me. So always tell. Always tell.
Christian's final sitting with Sue is drawing to a close, but his biggest challenge lies ahead. He must find a way of bringing together all he's learned over the 3 sittings into one final portrait.
Am I me at this point?
You are you. You are.
Christian Hook is nearing the end of his 3rd sitting with the actor Sue Johnston. Today he's been sketching Sue in character, and he needs one more study to complete his drawing.
So for this one, I want your head looking slightly up like that, and tilted to this side. Yeah, a little bit like that, yeah. And if you look for a point to fix your eyes at, but the tilt is important that it's that way, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, so if you move, I'll tell you off.
Okay. I'm rigid.
Okay.
I found my spot.
Christian and Sue are nearing the end of their collaboration. Over the 3 sittings, a close bond has grown between the artist and his sitter.
It's been a remarkable experience. I've been very open, and he's asked me some very revealing questions. I've opened up to him, and we've connected. He sees what he sees, and I've not hidden anything. So I don't quite know what the finished article is going to be like, but it's very exciting.
I don't think that I've pushed Sue to tell me anything, actually. I think that she knows what I'm doing. She knows that I take my work seriously. She knows that I want to produce a portrait.
This will be the last time Christian sees Sue until the unveiling of the finished portrait, and he has one more request of his sitter.
What I want you to do is, whilst I'm drawing you, I'd like you to write down all the things that are important to you, all the people that have been important, all the difficulties you've had. So I have as much information about you as possible. And also, you've collaborated in the piece, so you've taken part in it, which is always
fantastic.
important. So,
The first one, that's my dad. I loved him incredibly, loved him as you love your dads as girls. A huge influence in my life. That's my son. Yeah. And that's my grandson that you've picked up. That's my grandson, Rory. That's my son's son. Going right back, well, my godmother was my English teacher at school. That's all my dear friends in my life. Phil Redmond, he was the creator of Brookside. Liverpool Football Club. The miners' strike, clause 28. You'll never walk alone. And that's my mum.
Right.
One of the clippings she saved, which is a reminder that she did love me and that she did care about what I was doing.
Right, so, ready? So this is our piece together.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that. I love that. It's like my necklace, isn't it?
Remember, they're just like a quick sketches, really. But,
quick sketch.
Yeah, but the
it's a quick sketch. It's extraordinary.
But the idea of it is what I like.
It's an extraordinary thing to see that coming out of that. It's I can't explain it.
Okay.
You're just beautiful. Oh, it's so clever. It's just so clever. He just amazes me. I think he's just got such a lot of talent that he can do that in that short space of time. Thank you, Christian. Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Okay. I felt worried because my profile is the thing I hate most in my life. And every time he's been taking me, it's been from my profile, and I've had to get over. This is my secret battle while it's been going on. I've had to get over that, thinking, oh, it's all profile. But actually, what he's made me look at my profile very differently, and that's what I feared, that painting in its reveal, and I love it. I can look at my profile for the first time and think, I can live with that.
With the deadline of the grand unveiling looming, the pressure's on Christian. Back at his gallery in Mayfair, the Liverpool Cityscape is almost complete, but it will need to be impressive if it's to earn the highest bid in auction for the Hillsborough Family Support Group. On top of this, he must produce the final portrait of Sue, drawing on all he's learnt about her over the 3 sittings. Now he must commit to canvas his own interpretation of this celebrated actor and activist.
I have the public persona, I have all the information that she wanted to give me on her personal life. I'd like to do something that involves both. So I thought the idea of a diptych would be a great idea because I could separate both things. And also, I'd like to display them together in some way that forces the public to participate. So I'd actually have them, I'd have one painting on this side and the other painting on that side. And people would have to actually walk around it to see it. First of all, it's exciting for me because, I mean, I've never seen one, but the idea of it is interesting. The framing of it is interesting as well. But the most important thing is that Sue comes in and out of character all the time in the painting, in this game that she's playing, which is exactly what she does in real life.
It's the day of the exhibition. Tonight, Christian's paintings will be on display, and centre stage will be his portrait of Sue.
Obviously, I'm a bit nervous. I don't know how much it's worked or hasn't worked until it's unveiled and there's like a group of people around it. But I think that I've done a pretty good piece. I'm happy with it. So I hope that she likes it.
Family, friends and art lovers have gathered for this special occasion. Arriving with Sue is her friend Margaret, chair of the Hillsborough Family Support Group. Both of them are eager to see the culmination of Sue and Christian's hard work.
I feel very nervous. I've been practicing my... It's very exciting.
But before the grand reveal, Christian wants to show them another painting, his Liverpool Cityscape.
That's the Liverpool painting.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, it's not beautiful.
He's done such a fantastic job. It's captured our city. You can feel the weather within the picture. You know, you feel the chill in the air.
The painting has been placed in a silent auction. Potential buyers have been invited to place their bids. But before the result is announced, it's time for the big reveal. Well, the moment arrives. We're all ready for the unveiling. You may have noticed something rather unusual. This is on a corner, and that's quite legitimate for this because it is 2 paintings in one. So we'll reveal both. Okay, Christian?
Yeah.
Just wonderful. I can't quite grasp it. I know, it's so extraordinary. You're just so talented. It's just extraordinary.
Is it a 2 faces of Sue?
It's two. I'm so two-faced. It's hard to do. That's me, the woman. That's the actress. Is that it?
Well, it is that. Basically, I put your mother's clippings on the acting side.
Oh, my mother was a very down-to-earth northern woman. And when she died at 92, 8 years ago, I found all my cuttings. She'd kept everything, sorry.
But that's why they're in the painting.
That's why they're in the painting.
And they're nothing more appropriate than they should be there. And how touching, because of course she'd admired you all the time and was enormously proud. But northern women don't let on.
No. They don't.
I know, they don't let on.
They don't let on. I just found it overwhelming because I think it's very hard to judge a painting of yourself. You've got to get rid of the vanity. It's not just about your face, it's about, there's so much depth in it. And it's so moving that he put my mum's cuttings in and the footprints, because the footprints meant so much to me as well, that he took to heart all that Hillsborough and You'll Never Walk Alone. It did touch him amazingly. I just love him.
I feel elated at the fact that, like, you know, she saw it, she liked it, she got, like, especially that she got the message of what I was trying to do, like, without me explaining it to her. She just, like, you know, saw it all. You never can see if something works until, like, people actually see it. But I thought it went really well.
Before the evening ends, there's one more announcement to be made. Ladies and gentlemen, you will know that Christian was so moved by the Hillsborough story when he went there that he painted this picture of Liverpool, Lime Street Station, which we all recognise, and he has given it for a silent auction to raise money. And I'm in a position to tell you that it is raised for the Hillsborough Family Support Group. £35,000.
I'm speechless. Huge bonus. It means so much, and he'll be the hero of Liverpool.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity to do it.
Thank you so much.
And I have to say, what a beautiful man you are, and that's what comes out of your face.
My work's about constructing and deconstructing. I think that the only way to surprise myself is to destroy what I've done in some way and then rebuild and destroy and rebuild. This being the third museum I get into in Britain, for me it's incredible. I could have never imagined that something like that could happen. I did the series with Sky. I did 3 celebrities or famous people, and I was given Sue Johnston to do on her story. She comes from Liverpool, and it was about her experience in Liverpool. I wanted to capture her essence, really. She feels really strongly about the Hillsborough disaster. It was something that's really important to her and really dear to her. This painting sums up what Sue Johnston is about. The support that she's given all the people that suffered this tragedy has been incredible. I had the image almost finished, and then I just destroyed it with my feet. The actual footprints make sense of the story. The deconstruction factor is still there, so you can still tell it's my work even if I've used different tools. You'll Never Walk Alone being the Liverpool anthem, and it's almost become a prayer. The painting's found its home, really. It should be here, it's the right place for it. It's not just a painting, it's a collaboration between me and her that took a long time. We spoke about many things, and we spent some time together with all the mothers and all the parents that had lost children or lost a family member at Hillsborough. I think this is the culmination of all of it. That's why it's important, that's why it's here. And I'm obviously very proud of it.